Do you know, I did have something like very, very cool happen the other day. On Facebook, my grandfather got on. And he's 85, like 85. How awesome is that? It was so cute. Like, he was online. And I get this little friend request from him. And I'm like, oh my God, Grandpa. Adorable. But denied. Yeah, I can't have that on my profile. Like, I get that he's family and I feel a little bit of guilt, but no way in hell. If someone saw I was Facebook friends with Grandpa, I would die of embarrassment. Plus, I swear, if he was to ever poke me, I would be like, get away, old man, get away. You know, I'm single, but I have my phone on me 24/7, so I never feel alone. I even sleep with it. Not joking. Do you know, last week, I thought I lost it, and I had a meltdown. My friends were shocked. They were like, Jord, calm down. It's not the end of the world, all right? Let's just finish lunch, and then we'll look for it. And I was like, no, I've got to find it now. I can't even take a photo of my food. Why am I even eating? Do you know, I feel like physically sick when I see people use, like, old mobile phones. Like a Nokia 3310. Or like, I can't even say this one, like a Motorola Flip. Like, I feel such shame for them. You know what I mean? Like, something must be so sad and so sorry in their lives that they think it's okay to go out in public using these devices, because it's not. Seriously, under what circumstances is it acceptable to leave your house using old phones? I can't work it out. Even the Amish people, yeah, you know, who have like next to nothing, they're cruising past in their horse and carriages going, Jebediah, is that guy seriously using a flip phone? Oh my God, that is so sad. Take a photo, put it on Facebook. By the way, this, I don't do a lot of outdoor activity. This is my action for a horse. Another thing that I've learned is from your TV commercials. And in my opinion, there's 4 classifications. 1, TV advertisements for fattening, greasy, family-sized bargain dinners. 2, TV commercials for revolutionary, trim, slim, terrific weight loss products. 3, medication advertisements where picturesque, peaceful images of families in meadows are overshadowed by warning, 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 warning. And 4, have you been wronged? Litigation advertisements encouraging anyone to sue anyone else for anything. So let me see if I've got this right. If I get really fat here, then really skinny, then get prescription medication, and then sue someone for my condition, will that make me eligible for a green card?
You know, I am so excited to be performing, but in a selfish way, I kind of wish there was a charity to help people like me. Because I am, seriously, totally and utterly addicted to social media and technology. Like, particularly my iPhone. I'm so addicted, I'm like a drug addict. Like, if I ever leave home without my iPhone, I freak out. I'll go up to, like, anyone that's near me in the street, and I'll be like, excuse me, Elizabeth, can I please use your phone? Yeah, I just need a tweet, one little hit, come on. Can I just jump on Facebook then? I need to like something. I like anything, I care.
I'm very happy to say that I can guarantee that my material tonight will be very safe because I have removed all Google+, Google Hangout, Google Analytics jokes. Plus I've removed all jokes related to Google Maps and Google Drive and Google Docs and Google Play as well. And I've taken out all content related to AdWords and Chrome and Gmail's new inbox structure. What have I got left? I've got loads of material left. I've also removed all mentions of Nexus and Motorola now as well. There's lots of stuff, but seriously, I still have 10 really solid minutes on Bing. I love my iPhone 5. I went straight from a 4 to a 5, and the thing that I love most is Siri. Do you guys use Siri? Yeah, you know me? If anyone doesn't know Siri, she's very intelligent software on an iPhone. You ask her a question, she answers you. She knows almost everything. I love her because she's the only constant in my life that lets me ask the same question over and over and over without getting mad at me. Dog fat, dog fat, dog fat, dog fat. I love Facebook too, but a lot of people overshare, particularly people who are aged over 50. Their profile pages scare me. They post real photos. They don't Photoshop anything. Why would you show people who you really are? It's like they're okay with the way they look. I don't get it. Here's a photo of me and my double chin. Wake you up on a Sunday morning. No! Why are you posting that? No makeup, no touch-ups. It's disgusting. No one wants to see that stuff on the weekend. I bet there's a few of you going, how do I delete something that I've posted? My name is Jordana and I'm from Australia. Thank you. I'm actually visiting New York on vacation and I love coming to America because I get so inspired. Like, you guys are the world leaders in everything. Medical breakthroughs, social media technology, divorce rates. You guys are awesome. Flying here though freaks me out. Like, in Australia, you know, we're not perfect, but we're polite. Welcome aboard. Do you need help with your bag? Here's your seat. I flew into Newark, New Jersey, and it was mental. People were just yelling, Harvey, shove it in, shove it in! Harvey was trying to shove hand luggage the size of Kirstie Alley's ass into an overhead compartment. But let me just clarify, this is Kirstie Alley's ass before Jenny Craig. It was crazy. They were perfectly, like, strangers, people I'd never met, coming up to me complaining. Can you believe the lady in aisle 9? Her perfume. Oh my God, you know? And I'm like, I don't know. The whole real life dating thing, like, I don't know how to do it. You know what I mean? Because, like, the signs online are so different to real life signs. Like, the online ones I understand. If I meet a guy, he asks me to be Facebook friends, but there's no other contact. It's going to be platonic, right? If I meet a guy and he starts following me on Twitter and starts to get involved in conversations with my followers, we're basically dating, yeah? And if I meet a guy and he takes a photo of me, posts it on Instagram, I'm getting married next week. I'm sorry, is that my first heckler? I would invite you on stage to repeat that, but my public liability insurance prevents me from having anyone up here. Say it again from your seat, lady.
What I said. What was your last line?
Okay, good to know you're paying attention. Short memory, that's okay, that's alright. If anyone else wants to heckle, I have actually printed out a whole lot of comebacks from trusty Google. I rely on the internet for everything, so if anyone has anything they want to heckle, I've got like epic comebacks. I do, seriously. Try me. Anyone? I was waiting for an opportunity. Alright, come on, shout something out.
You suck.
Okay. Oh no, I've got one for that. Wait. Yeah, and you swallow. The rest of you going to shut up now for the rest of the performance?
Radio Australia, on air and online at radioaustralia.net.au.
Joining me to talk about social value of social media is social media trainer and commentator Jordana Borensztajn and Radio Australia social media coordinator Hannah Klassen.
Radio Australia.
We all are now connected, and it's part of our job even to be connected. But what are the rules then that we should employ or maybe enforce? Does it come down to peers enforcing it with other peers?
Do you know, I reached a point where I realised that my addiction got quite out of hand. So I went on an online detox for 3 days.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really, it was
God.
traumatic.
God,
72 hours of no Facebook, no Twitter, no Instagram, no email, no nothing. And it was really, really difficult. But I did learn some very important lessons. About 6 hours into day one, I fell off the wagon and I had a hit of Gmail. I couldn't resist. I was so desperate I even went through my spam. But yeah, those 3 days taught me to just switch off. It just showed me the importance of just the stuff that you just forget. You know what I mean? Eye contact. You get more aware. Like I stepped out of my apartment and I was like, I live right on Greville Street. That's like amazing.
Yeah.
Like there's so much stuff that you just take for granted.
And did you miss out on things by not? Like, did you feel like you missed out on a lot of the world by not being on social media?
Well, here's the thing. I was so worried that all of my friends would be like, where's she gone? She's gone dark. Oh my God, she's not here. And no one cared. I was like, guys, don't worry. I'm back. It's been 3 days. They're like, where were you? So you feel as though you're going to miss out on so much. The FOMO really takes over. But really, no one cares.
Yeah, right.
They're busy. Your news feed is going to be filled with other people's activities, regardless of whether I am contributing to it or not.
Oh, that's a really depressing kind of feeling that you spend all this time trying to socialise with people and actually don't care if you're there or not.
They don't even notice.
They don't even notice.
I mean, I'm sure some of them did, but it's a much bigger deal to you than I think it is to other people.
Radio Australia.
The other night I was out with a friend and we both share a deep obsession for all things Facebook related. And there were moments where we were talking and engaging and then we were both just looking at our phones and waiting to see how many people liked the photo that we just put up.
Really?
And the waiter came up to us and he's like, wow, this looks like a really good conversation. And I'm like, you don't understand. We both get it. We both totally get it. So
We're actually
sometimes
having a
you speak the same
conversation.
language.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I was liking her photo and she was commenting on mine. So it was actually the perfect dynamic.
So it's okay. It's not rude if you're both into it. Is that what you're saying?
I think so, definitely. It's just when you have different expectations and the translation, it just doesn't measure up.
Okay, so it's a generation divide, is it?
Well, not necessarily. I would say it's a usage divide.
radioaustralia.net.au